it that in only 2 days, Colin Farrell has had more great great movie performances than he's had in the last 2 years prior? Hi everyone. I'm not complaining either. Hi everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raised on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. Welcome back. Today we have a movie. As movies and TV, that's what we do here on Raised on Popcorn with Grant, and that movie is also the latest film from A24, and that film is After Yang. After Yang is written and directed by a filmmaker named Kogo Nada. That is his name. Just directed by Kogo Nada, who previously did a film called Columbus, which I have not seen, but I'm kind of tempted to now. The film stars Colin Farrell. He plays Jake. He and his wife are raising a young daughter from China named Mika, and it's in the not too distant future where synthetic humanoid type robots are used essentially as in-house kind of almost older siblings / babysitters of a sort. And in this family, that role falls to a young artificially intelligent man named Yang, played by Justin H. Min, who is the best friend in the world to little Mika. However, one day, Yang ceases to work. He starts sort of slipping, and then ceases to work altogether. And he is informed, Jake is informed, look, Yang is essentially going through the robot equivalent of death. His synthetic humanoid materials are deteriorating. He's going to die. So, going through his past memories with Yang via technological means, Jake and his family will have to understand what life after Yang is, what life with this level of grief is, and what it means to grieve someone who was never really human to begin with, who was essentially a robot. And was he really more human than they gave him credit for? And what does that mean? What is being human? What is being human? And it's a quiet, contemplative, beautiful little movie. So, called After Yang. So, After Yang, I'm just going to come out of this, is one of the most poetic, profound films I've seen in a long time. This, to me, would make a perfect kind of, for me, if I were running a film festival, would make a perfect triple bill with 9 days, or quadruple bill with 9 days, Drive My Car, and The Worst Person in the World. These 4 movies are best of the decade contenders. I absolutely loved After Yang, and what I loved about it was, it really was beautiful. I mean, it's beautifully shot. It's short, but it's a slow burn. It's only about 90 minutes or so, sans credits, but it's slow moving. There's a lot of silence to it. The film is actually weirdly enough rated PG, so the whole family can watch it. But it is more of an adult film in its subject matter, and in classic A24 fashion, it isn't perfectly resolved at the end. It is left kind of ambiguous how this family is going to live on from this. But what makes it so good is Colin Farrell's performance really anchors this. It's not a movie of big emotions, it's a movie of little, kind of more subtle, kind of poetic things. And it is the kind of movie that some more Neanderthalic kind of film people would say might be on riding the line of pretentious. But you know what? I say there's nothing wrong with being pretentious if you earn your pretension. And After Yang earns its pretension. And I mean that as a compliment. I love this film. There's some really interesting wrinkles to the plot. Haley Lu Richardson has a nice little extended supporting role, especially primarily in the second half, as a woman who befriended Yang, who lives around, that he wants to get to know, to kind of understand who Yang was, outside of being kind of their in-house sort of companion. I love this film. And there's also a beautiful scene where there's a quote that Yang uses that's really beautiful about how the lack he fears of his inevitable demise, where he says, there was a saying he read where it's like, a caterpillar, the end for a caterpillar to the rest of the world is a butterfly. And I thought that was beautiful. yeah, there's not much more to say, you guys. I'm just going to close the book there, and I'm going to close the book, and in case you had any suspicion, yep, you know what it is. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars for After Yang. Wow. I also should point out that I have now given 5 stars to 10 movies in 2022 alone. That shows how good of a year this is going to be. I already have 10. Yeah, I'm going to have to do an honorable mentions and an honorable mentions to the honorable mentions, because I don't know how I'm going to... If it's anything like last year, this is already looking like this is going to kind of bleed a little bit into 2022, because this has been a great year of movies so far. Been a few bad ones, but for the most part, it's been pretty great. So yeah, After Yang, for those who want to know, is, alright, well, let's do this first. Trailer Trash, none. Watched it at home. Was there shawarma? No, there was not. Okay, so, After Yang is currently playing in select theaters, primarily art house cinemas. It is also streaming, on Showtime, as well as playing, I believe, this evening on the Showtime network on digital cable. So if you wish to watch it when it airs, it'll be on Showtime. Also, if you want to watch it anytime, it is on Showtime On Demand. It is also in select theaters. Okay. We will be back, I don't know when. The 10th? Yeah, it's looking like the 10th. I forget the title. It's a Bollywood film. It's like Rahi Shaman, I think it's what it's called. It's like a Bollywood film. We also have Turning Red coming up next week, as well as The Atom Project. I might be forgetting something from this weekend, but I don't think I am. And I'll try to come up with a review of Genius. I watched the whole thing. I didn't really have enough material for a review. It wasn't that it was bad, I liked it. It's just it's a hard one to kind of review in a weird way. But yeah, that'll all be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, what that's supposed to do, or so I've been told. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on Letterboxd.com at Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's very important. Also, I wanted to just a quick little announcement. Drive My Car is now, which everyone knows I've been praising to the gills, is now streaming to rent for $5 on various streaming services. It is also available for free on HBO Max currently now, although I'd recommend turning the subtitles on because they forgot to put the subtitles in on its own, so you're gonna have to turn the subtitles on. But anyway, so yeah, it's very important. And until we meet again, always remember we were all raised on popcorn, make mine with extra butter, and please go watch After Yang. It's not gonna be for everyone, but it's a beautiful film. And the other films I've talked about. And thank you all. Take care. See you next time. Bye.